What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the team of Shadow Charizard, Walrein and Trevenant. So this is a decent team. I just wanted to try out my Shadow Charizard. Decent team I'm saying, but it is a spicy team, so let's see how the battle goes. Before getting into the battles, I would like you to press that like button and that subscribe button. It helps my channel a lot. So let's get into the battles. So here we have Shadow Charizard versus Alolan Malvax. So this is a decent matchup for me, as Shadow Charizard will be resisting all of Alolan Malvax moves. So opponent decided to switch into his Azumarill and I will switch into my Walrein. And these are my starting battles. So I am switching into my Walrein, but because I think that my Trevenant can Shadow Claw down that Alolan Malvax as well. So as you can see that I have no move on my Trevenant, because I don't have enough candies to unlock its secondary charge move, so that's why it does not have a move. So here Azumarill decided to no shield my EQ. I will throw this icicle spell here because this is just a safer move if Azumarill decides to shield, and Azumarill no shielded it. So I will throw this another icicle spell and it will for sure KO this Azumarill. Opponent decided to come in with Alolan Malvax and throwing his energy right away, which is a little bit strange for me because I thought that Alolan Malvax would have farmed more energy down, but now I saw the reason for Alolan Malvax throwing energy right away, because he did not wanted Altaria to see my Walrein. So I will try to get my last Dragon Claw, but I couldn't quite get it. This also gave Altaria a lot of farm, which is looking very rough for my Trevenant. Alolan Malvax also have some residual energy left, which will prove to be very tough for me. I will throw Shadow Ball here just after getting some extra farm, and I will throw Shadow Ball here. This will for sure KO this Altaria, and to win this matchup, I will have to catch a move on my Walrein, and I successfully caught a move, which is good for me. Now I might be able to win this matchup because my Trevenant is low and I was able to get to this Shadow Ball. This seals the deal of this matchup. So boom, there goes Alolan Malvax. Tough matchup, but we were able to win this matchup with a catch. Next battle we have Shadow Charizard versus Azumarill. So this is a bad lead for my Charizard, so I will switch into my Walrein here. Walrein is a decent safe switch, and I'm using it as a safe switch here as well, because if I switch into my Trevenant, it will get hardballed by something else, just like Umbreon in this case. So I will throw Icicle Spears here. This is looking a tough matchup for me, as my Walrein has Walrein has almost 58% HP left, and I will throw Icicle Spears here just to give some chip damage. I will try to put this Umbreon into a range where I can farm it down with my Charizard. So this is looking to be a decent range for my Charizard. I will try to get to another Icicle Spear, but I couldn't quite throw it. I was able to get to it. So I will come into my Charizard. I will have to shield this Fall Play here, as it will do almost 50% of Charizard's HP. So I don't want to lose that much HP. So I will shield that move. I farmed down Umbreon with my Charizard. I will throw Blast One here, expecting Azumarill to no shield, because Azumarill normally don't shield first move. Also because Azumarill was at full health, so it will not decide to shield a Blast One move. So opponent's last Pokemon is Alolan Malvax. I switched into my Trevenant. So here I use my last shield, and I will try to throw 2 Shadow Balls, but as you can see, Hex got snuck in I was very dumb to get to charge up into 100 energies, because now I cannot get to my shadow wall, which is very rough for me. But now this also Alolan Marowak is dry on energy, so I can farm it down with for a lot of energy. But this is looking a tough matchup for me. Now I have to throw this Dragon Claw and a +1 to KO this Azumarill if this Dragon Claw gets a shield. So this Dragon Claw got a shield, but Azumarill got to a move, so it was a good game. And now there is nothing my Charizard can do. G is to the point, a very good battle. So next battle we have Shadow Charizard versus Whiscash. So this is a neutral matchup, as I will have to watch out for Blizzard, but opponent is just not gaining energy up to that move. I will no shield this move as well, because it is another Mud Bomb. I don't know why he's throwing this move. I will throw a Dragon Claw just before this Whiscash can get to its Mud Bomb, and let's see if it can get to it. Whiscash survived, and I Dragon Breath it down, which is good for me. And now I can safely throw this Blast Burn with 1 or 2 HP on my Charizard, and Azumarill decided to no shield. At this point, I can come in with my Trevenant and try to hard Shadow Claw it down. I will throw a Shadow Ball. I think in the process, I will throw all. Yeah, let's see what I decided to do. What I decide to do. So here I will throw Shadow Ball. I thought that it is a nice beam, but Azumarill decided to throw one more bubble after that. So this is looking a decent matchup. Now Azumarill is in a Shadow Claw range, means I can just farm it down with my Shadow Claws. So there is no reason for me to throw Shadow Ball here after shielding that move. I will switch into my Volin. I was thinking that it can throw Ice Beam, and now I can also get a lot of energy on my Volin as well for the last Pokemon, which will pressure shields. I think Azumarill used his last shield. Oh yeah, opponent has a last shield, so it will be forcing shield, and this Pokemon is Registeel. As you can see, Trevenant wins against Registeel in all even shields, and so this is looking a good game for me, as my Trevenant has just the HP that it can survive one of Registeel's moves, and now Registeel decided to throw a move. I think it's going to be a Focus Blast, and now I can just safely Shadow Claw it down, as Registeel has one shield left, so I don't want to throw 2 Shadow Balls. So GG's to the opponent. Nice battle. Let's get into the next battle. We have Shadow Charizard versus Melmetal. So this is a bad lead for me, but opponent decided to switch. So I thought this is a good situation for me, as now I can win this matchup, and my Trevenant can safely win the Melmetal matchup. So I will stay here, and I farm 1 against Charizard, which is good for me. Opponent decided to come in with Sylveon, and I barely got to this Blast Burn, which is a good thing for me. I will throw this Blast Burn here, and Sylveon decided to shield. So now I will answer this Sylveon with my Volin, as my Volin does bad against Melmetal. So I will come into my Volin. I will shield here. I will shield this move, as it will do a lot of damage, and then Sylveon can charm down my Volin, and I also don't want to lose all of this energy. After that Icicle Spear, I can spam 2 Icicle Spears here if a Sylveon decides to shield one move. So I can throw another move here. This Icicle Spear will for sure KO this Sylveon, and now I can switch into my Trevenant. I have a shield, and I can survive one move from Melmetal, so that's why I will no shield this first move, and I will shield after that. So Roxasite did a respectable amount of damage on my Trevenant, almost 50%. If I had no shields, this match would have been very tough for me, but I had a shield. So GG's to the opponent. Nice battle. Next battle we have Shadow Charizard versus Pest. Opponent decided to switch into Azumarill. I will respond with my Revenant. So I will shield here and throw Shadow Ball on the right timing. So 1, 2, 3. Normally, when Azumarill throw 2, 3 bubbles, only then you throw your Shadow Ball or move or from your 2-turn fast move Pokemon. So I threw a Shadow Ball expecting upon I got a lot of health out of Azumarill. Now I can safely farm this Azumarill down as I use my last shield, and I have a lot of energy loaded for Surfaced or his last Pokemon with whatever he decides to come in with. His last Pokemon is Stunfisk, so I will throw Shadow Ball here. I think he's trying to absorb damage on his Stunfisk, so I will throw another Shadow Ball, but it gets a shield, which was very tough for me as that was a lot of energy to get a shield. And I thought that he will not steal, but anyways, here I switched into my Walling, baiting out Surfetch because I want to farm it down with my Charizard. Otherwise, there is no shot for me to win. I thought that Ice Skill Spell, which got no, which connected to the Surfetch, and at this point I can farm this Surfetch down with my Charizard. Night Slash is gonna hurt, but I can survive one Night Slash, and I think I can farm down. But Surface decided to throw close combat. It also did a lot of damage, but now I am trying to stall the clock by throwing this Dragon Claw, and then I will switch into my Trevenant. If I would have stayed in that Trevenant versus G-Fisk matchup earlier, then G-Fisk would have won this Trevenant matchup, and also could have thrown a move on my Charizard to win the matchup. But by switching out of that matchup, it gave me a win con, and I was able to win this match. So GG's to the opponent. Let's get into the next battle, where we have Shadow Charizard versus Pelipper. A bad lead for me as Pelipper can spam its weather balls before my Charizard can get to its Dragon Claw, which is looking scary for me. I will try to catch second weather ball on my Wolverine because I don't want to give my shield or don't want to lose my Charizard. So I will switch into my Wolverine, and I successfully caught the weather ball, which is very good for me. So I will the longer Pelipper decide to stay in, the better for me, because I can basically at that point could have farmed down that Pelipper. So opponent decided to respond with his registry. I will shield this move. I was hoping that should be a focus blast because I don't want Zap Cannon debuff. So I will throw EQ here, expecting opponent to no shield, but opponent used his last shield, which is a little bit tough for me. But I knew that I can get to this Earthquake before Registeel can get to its move. So here comes the move. Now this is just the right form for my Charizard or Revenant. So I decided to farm this Registeel down with my Charizard, and I can throw a Dragon Claw on this Pelipper, and then let's see what is opponent's last Pokemon. So here goes Pelipper. Opponent's last Pokemon is G-Fisk. I will try to catch a Rock Slide on my Trevenant, which I successfully caught a move on my Trevenant, which is very good for me, as now I can throw Shadow Ball and put this Stunfisk into Dragon Claw range. I have a Dragon Claw loaded on my Charizard, so this is looking pretty good for me. Here Stunfisk has to throw a move, or it will get after this Shadow Ball, it will get Shadow Claw down, so it will have to throw a move. So Stunfisk decided to throw its move, and now it has no energy. So I will just for satisfaction, I throw this Blast One at this Stunfisk, boom, and there goes Stunfisk. GG's to the opponent. It was a hard counter matchup, so I did that. So GG's to the opponent. Next battle we have Shadow Charizard versus Venusaur. Finally, a good lead for us. So I will shield this move, expecting it to be a Sludge Bomb, because Sludge Bomb one-shots my Shadow Charizard. I think regular Charizard can survive it, but it's tough to survive on Shadow Charizard. I will throw Dragon Claw here just before Venusaur can get to its move, and opponent decided to no shield and come in with this Azumarill. I will throw Blast Burn here. It will do a lot of it will do a decent amount of damage on Azumarill, and now I will I will try to I tried to catch a move on my Volume, but I failed, so I will no shield this move. I will shield the next move if Azumarill decides to stay in this matchup. I will throw Earthquake here, expecting Azumarill to no shield. Let's see what Azumarill decides to do. Azumarill shielded this move, which is tough for me, as I could have Icicle Spear baited, but I have to shield this move, and now I think I can successfully get to another Earthquake, and right now Azumarill has just the HP I needed to farm down with my Trevenant and load up on a Shadow Ball, so I can I can just let go of my Walrein, and I can come in with this Trevenant and load up on energy, but opponent decided to switch, and his last Pokemon is Registeel. So in Zero Shield, I can survive one move from Trevenant, one move from this Registeel, and if it decides to throw a Zap Cannon, then I can switch into my Charizard to clear the debuff. So here comes the move. I was waiting for this Registeel to throw a move so that I can switch into my Charizard, but it throwed a Focus Blast. So after this, I switched into my Charizard to catch a move, because Registeel has to throw a move, otherwise it could have gotten Dragon Breath down. So I will throw a Shadow Ball here, and this move will KO Azumarill as it is too low for I could have Shadow Claw it down. Anyways, so GG's to the opponent. Nice battle, and let's get into the next battle, where we have Shadow Charizard versus Jellicent. A very bad lead for us, as Jellicent just can throw these bubble beams and KO my Charizard. There's no need to throw Shadow Balls here, which opponent realized. So I switched into my Walrein, trying to catch a Bubble Beam here just to save my Charizard and save my shields. I will shield next move if Jellicent decides to throw, but opponent responded with a Hitmonchan. So right now it is like hard counter on the lead, hard counter on the switch. So a very tough matchup for me. I will throw these two Icicle Spears. I think my first Icicle Spear got a shield from Hitmonchan, which was good for me. So here I tried to get to my last Icicle Spear, but I couldn't quite get to it, which is very bad for me. Now I will come into my Trevenant and will try to fully Shadow Claw it down, because I need that energy for my Trevenant to sweep the end game. So I called the Thunder Punch. Basically, I was no shielding because one Ice Punch don't KO, so I was calling with that, but Hitmonchan didn't had that Ice Punch move because of Walrein. Hitmonchan decided tried to, and that's why Hitmonchan had that Thunder Punch. Here, I did not realize that opponent was sacking his superior. So if I realized that, then I wouldn't have thrown that Shadow Ball from my Trevenant, and on this point I can just safely Shadow Claw it down. There is no need to throw a move. If I will throw a move from my Trevenant, then I can lose this matchup. I will shield every move coming from Jellicent, and this is a GG's to the opponent. And let's get into the next battle, where we have Shadow Charizard versus Shadow Charizard versus Trevenant. A good lead for me, as I can throw just Dragon Claws here. There is no need to go for Blast Burns. Here opponent switched into Azumarill, and I will respond it with my Revenant. I will shield this move as it will do a lot of damage on Revenant Ice Beam, and I will throw Shadow Ball after throwing 4 Shadow Claws, and this got a shield from Azumarill. I will also use my last this shield as well, because I want that good matchup of oh, sorry, I did not decided to shield it. Oh yeah, I realized that I can throw this Shadow Ball, and this will do just the damage I need to uh, I need, so that I can farm it down afterwards with my either Wolverine or Charizard. So opponent Azumarill decided to use its last shield, and now I can safely come in with my Wolverine. So Azumarill has a lot of energy. I will no shield here, a move here, because I can survive one move coming from this Azumarill, and opponent switched into his Medicham, and I will switch into my Charizard. So here it was too quick for the Psychic, that's why I decided to no shield this move. It was an Ice Punch, and after getting a decent amount of energy just before Medicham gets the energy of a Power Punch, I will throw this Blast One to KO that Medicham, and now this is looking a decent matchup, as I can throw one EQ here just before Azumarill gets to its move, and then I can throw an Icicle Spear on this Revenant after getting it to an Icicle Spear range, because it was not in the Icicle Spear range. I will shield this move, and I will just now throw this Icicle Spear. It will for sure KO this Revenant from this range of Revenant's HP. So GG's to the opponent, and this was the final battle. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and these battles, and I will meet you in the next video and battle. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video.